I think, a lot of times we think about getting no's in terms of sales. And I was thinking about this a little bit. And actually, some of the most devastating no's for me early in the business were from suppliers. So I was developing a new product and I needed to get this product made. I needed to create it. And for the life of me, I could not get bottlers to work with me. I would go through trade magazines and trade show lists to try to find suppliers and just call everybody and see what their capabilities were, if they were capable, try to get to the right salesperson there. Just trying to navigate to the right person is half the battle. And then trying to make yourself sound big and like there's tons of potential when really you just want them to do the smallest run possible in the very beginning. I learned, and I still to this day do this, meeting in person, going that extra mile to get to know them, have them get to know you. It makes a huge difference when you do need that favor or you do need them to kind of go that extra mile that they don't normally do for customers. And I just thought, if I leave, there's no way my run is going to get done. So I camped out in a hotel for 3 weeks by myself in the middle of Michigan. It was like 105 degrees. I remember it just being hell. And I would just show up in their office every day and just sit in their lobby and work from their lobby. So the second, an opening came up, I was there in their face to try to get them to do my run. You're working really, really hard. You're making personal sacrifices, and funding is a legitimate obstacle or resource that is needed to make things grow. It's very difficult to grow a company without resources, and one of those resources is money and cash. And so I think there was a point, when I was raising money and my existing investors were just tapped out for whatever reason, multiple reasons. Each of them kind of had their own reasons, and their reasons made sense. But getting that no from them and basically realizing, they're not being supportive from a financial perspective. We still had a good relationship. Things weren't bad. It was just a business decision for them to put their money elsewhere. And that's a really tough no, because it you feel an element of their support backing off. And that can be mentally and emotionally challenging to go, okay, I'm more on my own here than I thought. I got to go find money elsewhere. Sometimes you don't even have time to think about it. You're so busy and you're in such a whirlwind that you just kind of pivot and turn and start going the other direction. And you don't even have a lot of time to really sit back and think about it. I mean, yeah, I'd say 98% of the responses you get are no's. So it is just part of the process, and taking the emotion out of it is really, really helpful. So I think sometimes, all those no's, even though that's part of the process, it can help to take a step back and go, why am I getting all these no's? At a certain point, looking at it from a different perspective. And that's kind of what happened to me with retail, is actually going, maybe I should listen and look at going a different channel and trying a different route. And it ended up working much better. I needed the money so bad, and he just made a couple comments, and I was like, you know what? This is not a good situation. I just had a bad gut feeling about it, and I think it would have been pretty ugly. And even though I needed this money so badly, I just said, I have got to listen to my gut and tell this guy no, and didn't end up taking his money and doing the deal. It's a long haul to get your business going, grow your brand, and get the distribution, whatever form that is, that you need to really become profitable and growing. And you have to make a lot of personal sacrifices along the way. But I think sometimes that is one regret that I have. I might have made less personal sacrifices or just stood up for myself more. I love my business. You have to be obsessed with it, as we know, to to do what you do and to grow it. But I said at a certain point, my husband and I, we want to have a family. I want to take, I need some free time. I was just grinding it out, 4 a.m. till late at night, missed tons of friends' weddings, baby showers, all kinds of stuff. And I finally said, my life, this is my life and I love it. And I love my business and I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, but I need to make some time for the personal stuff. I don't want to have those regrets down the road. That's probably the biggest thing I learned, is just how important those personal relationships are and building those relationships to get stuff done and get things going when you need it.